Good morning, it's Tuesday, September 3rd. This is Wake Up with KERA News. Hi there, I'm Andrew Garcia. The weekend rain brought slightly cooler temperatures to North Texas. There's a chance for showers and thunderstorms mostly in the morning today. Otherwise, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high near 83. Coming up, how the Dallas County District Attorney's Office has built a local and national reputation for seeking justice rather than convictions. Let's get into today's news. A new court handling lawsuits against the state is officially open. The 15th Circuit Court of Appeals was created by state lawmakers last year, and all of its current judges are appointed by Governor Greg Abbott. The ACLU says the court is illegal, but their challenge to the court's constitutionality was denied last month. Tarrant County has officially parted ways with a group providing services for at-risk youth. 3 Tarrant County contracts with youth advocate programs expired over the weekend. The contracts funded substance abuse and counseling programs for kids. But the Tarrant County Juvenile Board expressed concerns over comments on YAP's website about diversity and systemic racism. Nearly 4 decades after his guilty sentence, a Dallas County man has been exonerated. He's one of 46 people exonerated in the county since 2001. It's just one example of how the Dallas County District Attorney's Office has built a local and national reputation for seeking justice rather than convictions. KERA's Becca Moore dug into the issue with our government accountability reporter, Marina Trahan-Martinez.
Marina, I want to take us back way to the early 2000s when Craig Watkins was elected Dallas County DA. He kind of flipped the script by establishing the Conviction Integrity Unit. Can you tell us what the CIU is and why it was created?
Before District Attorney Craig Watkins, Dallas County had a reputation for being tough on crime, arguably like most other big cities back then, but it was always quantity, not quality of convictions, right? And also in the length of time that you give prison sentences. And DA Watkins, who passed recently, shifted us over to explore what experiences or situations lead to criminal behavior. So he really advocated for rehabilitation and enrichment programs. And he also, like you reminded us, in 2008 established the CIU. And it was basically designed to hold its own office and our court system accountable in seeking justice for people accused of crimes.
This unit also played a role in the exoneration of Benjamin Spencer last week, right? Can you give us some more details about that particular case?
Absolutely. So Benjamin Spencer, back in 1987, he was convicted and sentenced to 35 years in prison for the murder of Jeffrey Young. Young was found unconscious basically near the Trinity River in West Dallas, and then he later died at Parkland, and so Spencer was convicted for that murder. But he got a new trial after it was discovered that a witness had lied, and at that trial, Spencer was convicted and sentenced to life for aggravated robbery. And ever since, he's maintained that he's innocent. And now, at 59, he is a free man.
And how exactly did the Conviction Integrity Unit, the CIU, play a role in his case?
The CIU investigates and validates credible evidence, like just as much as physical evidence, right? So CIU Chief Cynthia Garza and her unit staff discovered in this case for Spencer that people lied. One witness thought she'd get $25,000 for saying she saw Spencer and a co-defendant get out of Young's car, and then an informant hoped a statement against Spencer would get him out of jail. But yeah, it was basically the line, right? They went back to investigate the credibility.
And exonerations are not the only way the DA's office has used its power to seek justice in Dallas County. They've also started using what's called genealogical DNA to locate criminals who may have flown under the radar otherwise. Can you tell us more about that?
The DA's office just announced recently its first conviction using genealogical DNA. And that is what happened in Christopher Green's case. So we all love the curtains getting pulled back by Ancestry.coms and 23andMe's. But guess what? When you sign up for those, you also agree to let law enforcement and legal teams compare yours and all your family tree branches DNA against databases with potential subjects, like in criminal cases. So that means comparing crime scene DNA profiles with publicly available genetic databases like our Ancestry.coms. So by identifying genetic relatives and building family trees, investigators can narrow down potential suspects. Is it ethical or does it serve the greater good, right? That's something that consumers can decide when they sign up. But in Chris Green's serial rape case, Ancestry research consumers who did sign off on that helped to finally solve this case.
That was KERA's Marina Trahan Martinez speaking with Becca Moore. An international research team led by an SMU paleontologist has discovered matching sets of dinosaur footprints on 2 continents. The footprints were found in Brazil and Cameroon, about 37,000 miles apart. Land-dwelling dinosaurs walked freely between what is now South America and Africa on a supercontinent known as Gondwana, which split off from Pangaea. And the Texas Rangers started their 3-game matchup against the Yankees yesterday, losing 8-4. They'll face off again tonight just after 7 p.m. The Rangers unfortunately haven't lived up to the expectations following their championship season, and while they aren't mathematically eliminated from making the playoffs just yet, they have less than a 1% chance of making the wild card. Luckily, North Texas sports fans will have the start of the NFL season to distract them a little bit, with the Dallas Cowboys kicking off on Sunday. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get more morning news and good morning vibes from our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX, and we'll see you tomorrow.